Florida is home to one of the most competitive vacation rental destinations in the world. Property owners must find a unique way to stand out in a crowded rental market, and that's where I come in. I'm Mo. I'm an artist, builder, and kid at heart.
Like my little babies.
I use my expertise to help rental property owners create one-of-a-kind fantasy experiences for their guests by transforming ordinary rooms into fairy tale retreats.
If I'm looking at a booking and it had such a cool feel to it, I would say that's where I want to stay.
The homeowners get top dollar, and I love knowing my designs help families vacationing at the theme parks bring the magic home with them.
It's a castle. Oh my God!
All right, so first things first, today we got Nick and LaToya.
I'm excited. First-time clients, and they sound super cool on the phone.
You know what's the best part about clients like this is that they want us to come in with the ideas. I have so many going on in my head right now. What I'm really excited about is that they are looking for direction. So they're gonna be the type of clients that we walk in and it's like working with a blank canvas.
It's gonna be a ginormous blank canvas from the looks of the pictures. And you know that's a double-edged sword. We get to fill it up with a lot of creative things, but there's the time, and it's always an issue.
But you know what? It's gonna be more of a challenge, and it's really gonna make us test our guys and see what they can do.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the castle.
Wow. I want to get up there and start taking pictures and having a look.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's going to be a lot.
When Maureen starts taking measurements to see what we're working with, I'm gonna start talking creative with my new clients.
You guys wanna take a look?
Yep, sounds good. We got into the theming home rental business just about a year ago. The Orlando market's growing very rapidly. We actually have a few homes, and they're just blowing up. They're doing so well. Well, Mo, here it is.
Wow, this is big. This is probably one of the larger landings I've seen in a rental home.
So at this home, we plan on doing the landing. We're excited about working with her, and hopefully she can come up with some great ideas for us.
What are you thinking? What works for you guys with the rentals?
You know, when you think about the inside space of the house, this is one of your top spaces to entertain. We did theme out 3 bedrooms that all lead out from this landing, but how can we make it do amazing?
I've kind of been researching dragons lately, so I want to do a dragon room.
Yeah,
I love it. I mean, that's great.
I feel like the stairwell needs a feature to pull you into the space. What about medieval window boxes? And a guardian dragon, you know, to welcome each guest.
Perhaps maybe some castle stone, some aged, distressed walls. Make it look like we're actually in Europe in a medieval castle. Maybe we can throw some wood beams in here, add a little bit of depth and dimension.
I think with using Mo, somebody that's got so much experience in this space, you really kind of want to lean on their expertise. We have some thoughts of what we want to see, but I think at the end of the day, we're also very excited to see what she comes up with.
I have a few ideas, and looking at the space, I think it would be perfect to do a fireplace. Not a real fireplace, because obviously that would cost you guys a fortune, but I would like to also have 2 dragons going up the side, perhaps framing out the TV, and maybe a little bit of the dragon kind of coming over the ceiling.
I like that. That's really cool.
I'm thinking over in this area, I'd really like to have a custom cuddle couch made for you guys, a dragon cuddle couch. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
What is a cuddle couch?
It's an actual dragon, and you're sitting inside the dragon's nest as you watch TV. I think adults will like it.
Yeah, I love that
kids
idea.
too.
Both adults and kids can play on it, and
Yeah.
adults can kind of cuddle in it.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's like we're an egg cuddled in a dragon's nest. And I think the cuddle couch of the dragons is cool. I mean, that's what the theme parks do, right? They build a story around it. And that's what we need in that room. We need a story to it.
I think sometimes when the rooms are directed too much towards children, you lose the adult interest. And as much as, you know, children really make the decisions in a lot of these rentals, the adults are the ones paying for it, right?
Thank you for recognizing that, Mo. I appreciate that.
So speaking of the adult section of the room, I'm thinking this part of this wet bar might be a little bit unnecessary, unless you have somebody staying here for maybe 3 or 4 months. I'd like to add a little bit of a faux finish down here to kind of add to the detail. But I'd really also like to take all of this out and replace it. I like to do something really cool, create a nice feature, maybe do red onyx with a little backlighting, make kind of like a firewall.
I'm liking that. I like the use of lighting.
Your photography for your marketing photos would look absolutely amazing. It's very important for the guests to come here and have that experience that they cannot find anywhere else. I know homeowners who have their homes rented years in advance, every Christmas, every Easter, birthdays. It's a business. So how long are we thinking on timeline?
We've got maybe about 5 weeks right now, and then after that, we have renters, and it's almost completely booked. Oh. We know you can do it, Mo.
New clients often don't understand the complexity of these builds and specifically the time it takes to get them done.
It's not ideal. We're gonna have to do a really tight build schedule to make that happen, but I know we can do it. I feel myself not getting a lot of sleep in the next few weeks, but it'll be okay.
We have a timeline of 5 weeks on this one. Our budget is $40,000, but I believe they will be able to increase the room rate by $200 a night for a rental increase of 25%.
Good morning.
Today we get started on our Dragon's Den build.
Can you guys come in? Yeah. Let's chat real quick. David, lay it on us. What are we doing today?
All right, so the plan is Kevin and his team are gonna start laying out the faux beams, the 8-inch beams, the 3 going across here. We got the scaffolding set up, so Maureen and her team can get up to start doing all the faux treatment up in the center rotunda there.
David is the owner of Mecca Scenic Shop. They supply some of the most amazing props, custom builds, sculptures that you can find. They're one of the best in town, and I absolutely love working with them.
Mo is top-notch. She's one of the best there is in the business, and there's very few that can compare to what she can design. All right, guys, you ready to get started? 1, 2, 3, go!
So this is gonna end up creating like a real antique nicotine sort of look. Naturally aged smoked sort of edges.
Exactly.
You haven't noticed I haven't let go of the chandelier cord?
Well, that's kind of natural when you're 60 feet in the air.
It looks way better when you're laying down here. This is the way to do it.
I know.
It already looks amazing though. Honestly, this is way more exciting than my dating life.
While Maureen keeps rocking on the ceiling paint, I'm gonna jump back on solid ground.
You're so strong. Look at you.
In these circumstances, when you're doing scenic or you're working on any of these crazy builds, you want things to be as simple as possible, but with the most bang for your buck. You want it to have the best look, but again, I don't want to put a 300-pound beam on a ceiling. I don't want to have to worry about it falling on someone. So something like this is super, super light and easy. Like I can pick this up on myself, but it looks exactly like a real wood beam.
You all the way in? Yep, go ahead.
That's actually gonna look really good.
These beams are gonna add real character and the European castle feel that Nick and Toy really wanted.
Throwing some wood.
Don't worry about that. Keep going. You're all right.
Is that gonna clear? Yeah. All right.
With things going full throttle here, I need to meet with Kathy to talk dragons back at Mecca.
So what we could do, we could start carving the body on here. So let's say...
Kathy, my lead sculptor, a talented artist when it comes to making elite scenic creatures. Kathy is getting started on our 3 by 5 foot staircase dragon. She starts with a sketch on hard foam.
You want it to be friendly in appearance, so it needs to be somewhat welcoming.
Schnozzle, right? And maybe he'll have some cute little ears. And his eyes. His little smiley mouth.
Regarding his face, is there any way to make it a little less angled? Because they said angle kind of gives it like a little bit of a harshness. Yeah, can you soften that just a hair? There you go.
So maybe open up his eyes a little bit more, something.
I like him. Do you have a name for him?
He'll tell us what he wants to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
He'll let us know.
Utilizing a hot knife, a reciprocating saw, and sculpted blades, Kathy will turn this hard foam into an eye-catching feature. This 8-foot circle of a cuddle couch is heavy and awkward.
Whoa. You all right, Mike?
So going up these stairs is literally going to be a beast.
Yeah, watch wall.
There's a ton that we have to get done in this Dragon's Den. So this morning, before I head to the house, I want to stop by Mecca and see how our medieval stairwall window boxes are shaping up.
Do you know where the window panes are? Right over there. Thank you.
These windows are so important because they are the first thing renters will see when they walk into this house. It's the first impression, and it gets people excited for what awaits upstairs.
Maureen, come here. It's really, really, really beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Look at all the layers to it. I didn't realize it would have this depth. It's really nice.
It's so intricate. I'm still kind of like having a moment of just like, I'm like,
It's all coming together, Mama. It's coming together.
Seeing the 3D window boxes took my breath away. The layers and the relief style was so much more than I expected.
it's gonna be beautiful.
I'm so passionate about my work and my clients. There's nothing more fulfilling to me than watching an idea come to life. For me, it means everything.
We're headed to the Dragons Den to finish our walls and ceilings as this space is huge.
Wow. Guys, that looks really good.
The walls are actually MDF that we stamped at Mecca.
MDF means medium density fiberboard. It's lightweight, but it lends itself to the look we need for our castle walls.
Want to help us put the next one up?
Yeah, is it really heavy?
No, they're lightweight.
Your definition of lightweight and mine, it might be a little different, but ready?
All right, ready up? Slide it towards me. There you go.
This is gonna look so beautiful when we put this castle stone finish on it. I believe we're gonna actually fade a little bit too, so it looks like water and like time is just kind of like,
Taking over.
yeah. This is how I like become one with the project. This is gonna look amazing. I'm so looking forward to seeing it.
Wow! Jason, this is amazing. Look at her. When I first walk in and see the Cuddle Couch Dragon, I almost cry. All these dragons are the X factor that will take this space to the next level.
I'm kind of speechless at the moment because I'm still like absorbing this.
We'll walk around and check it out.
Yeah. Look at her face, is beautiful.
Jason originally is a wood carver. I'm actually impressed with his ability to switch from chainsaws and wood knives to working with a hot knife on styrofoam.
Right now, we're sanding down the hard coat to give it a small, light texture, give
Okay.
it more of a dragon skin type feel.
So I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's perfect because it actually looks like scaly kind of skin.
And it has a soft texture to it,
Yeah.
so you don't have to worry about getting scratched on it.
And it's not so perfect that it looks manufactured. It looks very organic, and
Right.
I love it. All of these dragons are gonna look amazing. It's a little heavier than I expected, that's for sure.
Today, we are installing our fireplace dragons.
Oh, I'm gonna be back at the chiropractor after this. Like my little babies.
Going way up. Right now you're hitting the crown.
How's it look from down
It's
there?
not flat against the wall.
It's not flat against the wall,
So that's
though.
where we're running into is it's
The ear is preventing it.
Hey, I got an idea. Let me in there. The angle just needs to be changed on this, right? You know what I'm saying? Like just right in here. Do.
While we were dry fitting him in, his ear kept hitting the fireplace, which means that he won't go flush against the wall. So I just wanted to get in there and cut the seam so we could bend it just a touch.
So if we can actually just put it up there and kind of put the pressure
And
on
put
it
the pressure
and push
on
it,
it, yeah.
it'll hold it in place and then we can just touch it
Try to
up.
just touch it up.
But before we put this guy back on the wall, we need to get about 700 square foot of faux castle wall painted. And for that, I'm bringing in my army.
Oh, I can't reach. I can't reach it. It's spraying me again.
After our base coat, we'll apply a variation of 4 other hues with a sponging technique. Then a wash is applied to certain areas to create a weathered, aging appearance.
And tonight, we're staying late to work on the wet bar.
We're getting down to the wire here, guys. It's getting to be real. I think this is gonna look amazing. Besides the cuddle couch, I think this is gonna be a major highlight and feature in the room. I searched from Miami to Orlando because I was very adamant it had to be a piece that I could illuminate really well. And what I'd really like to do is actually taking some trim pieces and creating a relief style that almost looks like a giant stained glass window. So you get the effect of this being an actual window illuminating the space. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I have in my mind. That is my design plan. But I have to convince my guys to get it done tomorrow. Yes. Are you excited?
Very excited.
Yes.
What do you think?
This is amazing.
This 8-foot circle of a cuddle couch is heavy and awkward. So going up these stairs is literally a beast.
Whenever I get close to that, we're gonna have to lean to you. I gotta go up.
Got it?
Go ahead, Mike. Keep going, baby.
Yeah, watch wall.
Hey, Mike, just boom out. Boom out, or something.
Watch your step right there. You're gonna trip. Watch your step.
Keep it up. I'm not doing another one of these unless it's on the first floor.
It's another big day of to-dos, and our deadline is lurking. We still have to install all the lighting and must finish up our wet bar if we're gonna stay on schedule.
Super excited.
That's beautiful.
Rich is working on our wet bar backsplash, which is gonna mimic a stained glass window, but we're running into a few snags with the seams.
Hold on, wait a sec. What about this seam?
Well, I think we should put something like this, you know.
Okay, but how are we gonna cover the seam?
I think this one's gonna be the one.
I think if we just broke it up, because you know, like stained glass always has it has segments in it. You know, it has like quadrants. You can do lines like across the top that meet with that, and then this one you could do your like spokes. You know what I mean? And then that covers those seams. Let's work our way from the outside in, and then we can kind of like develop it as we go and see what starts looking good, right?
Yeah.
Now that our problem is solved, Marina's tagging in to put the finishing touches on our eye-popping wet bar. We're in the home stretch, but we're far from done. Attention to detail is what makes these themed rooms pop. And these last few days are all about the details. With every one of my projects, I'm always looking for that game-changing element which really helps bring a project to the next level.
So we've got a last-minute item that has to go in an augmented reality world. I know you guys have been working really hard on this for a few weeks. And you've developed something specific for this home.
Right here, we have something called the Dragon's Den, kind of in theme with the whole home. And Zach, why don't you stand over there so we can put some fire right next to Zach, actually.
Adding augmented reality into our dragon theme really allows visitors to immerse themselves further into the fantasy. Nick and Toy are new clients, and first impressions are everything. I want them to absolutely love it.
We have to reveal the Dragon's Den to Nick and Toy, and we know we have renters coming in, and we're getting to the last minute. We've got to get this done now. I'm super nervous. I hope they like it. Are you excited?
Very excited.
Yes. I'm very excited because I just think it's a spot where clearly we need to do something to kind of tie in the castle theme. But yeah, you're always a little nervous because you don't know exactly what it looks like just yet.
What do you think?
Alex, check out the room.
Wow.
Are you excited?
Very excited.
Yes.
I
Notice
know.
the difference right here.
Look how incredible the medieval window boxes in Guardian Dragon turned out.
Wow.
All right, Alex, this dragon here, we refer to this dragon as Fruit Loop.
What do you think of Fruit Loop?
Cereal.
Yeah, it's true.
What do you think?
Alex, check out the room.
Wow.
This is amazing.
This is cool. What do you think, Alex?
It's a castle.
I know.
I love the dragons hanging on the wall around the fireplace.
It's now such a cool space.
And it really has a nice place for both kids and adults to hang out. And I love the faux bricks. What is it made out of?
Those are cut with a CNC machine, basically like a drywall almost, but a little bit different, so doesn't need a plaster finish. We really wanted to make sure we added some texture. We didn't want to take it too dark, not too heavy, want to keep it light, but obviously want to make it feel cozy.
This came out amazing.
This is so neat.
When we spoke before, the biggest concern was not taking too much from the space that you already have, going too far with our design where you walk in and you look up and you're just going, what is going on up there? So we really wanted to darken it as we go through the room, but it catches interest and then starts to pull you up into the room. When you go through most places, you find that it's either for adults or it's for children. So we really wanted to create something that both parents and kids could hang out and have a really good time, not be too childish or too adult-like.
Love the seating area now.
I can already imagine that you guys could be sitting in here watching a movie and then could just run around.
Exactly.
Keep yourself entertained.
Here, I'll test it with you, Alex. Let's see if Daddy can get in here with you.
Alex, are you gonna ride the dragon?
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly where I would be right now.
I think when people see pictures and video of that online, it's going to be a wow factor. You know, it's going to be one of those rooms that really kind of grab your attention, and you're going to want to see more. You're going to want to book it.
I found him!
I really love the augmented reality. I think it's going to be great for renters. I think they're going to really love it. You have a knight and a dragon in here.
I'm thrilled with how the Dragon's Den turned out. We had 5 weeks and a budget of $40,000. Even though the 5 weeks pushed us to our limit, my team really impressed me with the game-changing feature build. And with a rental price increase, they'll recoup their investment in just 14 months.
Oh, this is great. We can't wait to get this advertised.
Yeah, you did such a great job. This is so amazing, you and your team.
Thank you so much.
Alex, what do you think?
It's amazing.
I love what I do. Knowing that the renters, homeowners, and kids will take an adventure in something that I built is really why I do it. Makes me feel like a kid again.